Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, February 10th. This is Robert from Trade the Moment. We're looking at a live trade right now on GEO. This is a trade that has accelerated all morning. It's getting a little top heavy, I believe. This looks a little climactic here if you look at it on a bigger time frame like a 15. See the 15? I have that on another screen. So this thing is getting climactic. It's looking like it's getting a little tight. You got big volume bars. So we're going to go back to a 5 and we're going to look for an entry somewhere on a 2. I'm going to watch it on a 2. I'm going to call it short at 897 right now. So that's posted in the room on Discord at Trade the Moment. That's a live trade that hits 897. It's at 898 right now. We're looking for another penny. We can get 897.
Stock symbol BPTS, 1.2 million shares at $16.75. Stock is looking $18.50. BPTS.
Okay, we're at 899 the tape. Look at the tape down here. Let me move this. 899. We're looking for 897 as a short entry right here below this bar, and then we're going to take it short. It's a quick scalp. I don't know what we're going to get out of it, but it's got good risk reward to it. You can find this in the free channel on Trade the Moment. It's posted there. It has an entry GEO short at 897. So we're going to watch this trade and see if we can get a break right here. The tape is on the bottom to your right, $8.99 to $9. This is a quick trade. It doesn't have a big stop to it. The stop will probably be 902. Somewhere up here would be the stop if it triggered. So we'll stop it up here and we'll see what we can get out of this stock. I believe it has great risk reward. A stock like this at 897 with a stop at 902 is going to be about a nickel. So for 5 cents, I think this stock will have a great risk reward. I think the stock can bring back 5-6 times your risk. And who knows, it may come in even harder throughout the day. So we're watching this trade here. This is pretty extended if you look at it on a 5 and a 15. So that's where we are, right up here. So that would be the stop. So you have the entry, 897, and you have the stop, 902. That is a nickel. We'll put this trade on if it triggers down here. And we'll let this go. In the meantime, I'm going to keep scanning for other trades. Plenty of ideas in the free trading channel at Trade the Moment. You can find it on the Discord app, absolutely free. There's also swing trades and a general chat room. Twitter is another stock that we're looking at right now. Twitter. Looking to see if we can get a breakout on Twitter. Twitter, as you can see, gapped up, pulled in. It's got a tight base. I would like to see this thing come back to the top of this bar at least, which would be 67.70. So we could watch this as the day progresses and we'll see if we can get this to break back up. As you see, it's got a high RSI. It rallied in the morning, pulled in, and this is a tight base. This is a real nice base right on VWAP. I think if this stock can take even this pivot here, we can do 67.39 as a long. So I'm going to post this in the room as well on Discord, Twitter. Long 67.39. Let's make it 67.40 long. So there's your two trades right now that we got there, ideas that we're watching. 67.40 on Twitter and Geo we're gonna go back to Geo and wait for that to trigger at 897. So those are two trades that we're watching. They're both posted in the room. We have, I think, 3 or 4 open trades in the room right now. And we have 2 that we're waiting on to trigger. This is about to go any second, Geo. And I have Twitter on another screen. We got time. It's at 66.40. We're looking for 67.40. So we got a whole dollar on Twitter before it becomes actionable. So Twitter ain't actionable yet. It becomes actionable once it triggers the entry price of 67.40. Geo is our best shot to trigger. We have Acme trade up. We have an ACIC trade up. We have Neo trade up. These trades are posted, and TIGR. These trades are posted in the room. You can find them on Discord under the trading room. It's absolutely free for all members. So I'm going to pause this video for the moment, and we will come back to these 2 trades. But you have the entries. And I think I'm going to stick around with this trade. I think this trade is going to happen any second. I don't want to leave too soon, so I'm going to keep this trade up. We're looking for 97. It's got decent volume. Had the volume push the base, so it's important to break down. If not, traditionally, if you break a base, this is only a 2-minute base. You want a longer base. If this was a 5, here it goes. There we go. So now actionable at 895, and that by 96. We're looking for a drop of at least 15 cents. Don't forget, this was a trade that we put on at 897. With a stop at 902, which is up here. So this was a nickel risk. So if we get 15 cents, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's 3 to 1. So if you were willing to risk $100, you would have bought 2,000 shares. If you're willing to risk $50 for the trade, it's 1,000 shares. So if you want to risk $200 with a nickel stop, well, then it's 4,000 shares. So 15 cents is significant. And when it's looked at upon as the nickel risk from 97 to 02, 15 cents to take at least half is very good. This trade is working nicely. It's 891. I'm going to check on Twitter. Got plenty of time on Twitter. It's going the wrong way. So Twitter may cancel out. I would say a break of 66.23. I will take that trade out. So that's not triggering until it hits up here. Well, we moved it to the 5-minute pivot.
We have an upgrade out of GLG Research, and the shares of US Steel, letter X. GLG Research raising its rating on.
So that's at 40, somewhere around 67.40. So, but it's taken out 23. We're going to cancel this trade. So let's go back to Geo, because that trade is actionable. It is a live trade and it is working. So let's stay on Geo and see what we can get out of Geo. Twitter's not working. It's not triggering. Let's look at a few more. Let's look at some of the marijuana stocks. Crone pulled back below VWAP. Tilray pulled in again below VWAP. We don't want trade stocks below VWAP long. If we're going to go long, we want them above VWAP. So the pot stocks are all pulling in, it looks like so far. We're going to continue to look at one more. I think it's ACB is another one. Yes, that's another one. That one is better than the other 2. It is on VWAP. So out of the 3, I would like this one better. I just don't have an entry. Maybe 1848, but we got time. Let's check on Geo again. It's starting to work very nicely. And we're going to cancel Twitter, guys. Twitter is canceled. It took out another pivot. It keeps making lows. Nothing wrong with this stock, but it's below VWAP. That's not the greatest, but there's nothing wrong with it. If you look at the stock, it just probably gapped up too much and ran into some selling pressure. We'll look for an entry long on this later. We're not so fast to short stocks that are long, that are gapped up on the day. The stock is up. It's up 10%. It's up yesterday. it's performed very well. We're not going to short this. We either long a stock like this or we don't touch it at all. So right now we're going to wait. We'll go back to GEO. We'll see what we can get out of them. I'm going to continue scanning the market on another screen and see if I can come up with another play. The Qs are coming in a little bit. The Qs are only up 31 cents. They pulled in sharply, as you can see. So it's not a great time to open up a position. If you got the Qs coming in, maybe you got the S&P coming in a little bit, you don't really want to open up a long right now, but you do want to look for them. So I'm constantly scanning. That's what we do in the room. You can catch some of our videos on YouTube on the Trade the Moment. We have swing trades, we have day trades, there's option plays. They're all in the free channel for all members to use and enjoy. I'm going to scan this list top down and see if we have anything that looks like it's a buy setup. This stock we're long in the room already from this morning. We're a little underwater. I think the long here was 15.50. It broke here this morning. It broke and then pulled in, and it's not bad. I'm probably going to stop this soon because you don't want to take a losing trade. That was actually a winning trade briefly, then turn it into a loser, and then turn it into a big loser. So we may exit that very shortly. I'll update the room. Chrome looks real good. I said that before. All the other pod stocks just had the best setup. It's right on VWAP. It's looking to break. I'm going to call Chrome above 15. Let's call 30. So I'm going to take Twitter, cancel Twitter in the room. Because Twitter didn't do what we wanted. And we're going to hit Chrome as a long at 15.30. Like I said, we don't like longs, but these stocks have done very well. So we're calling Chrome long at 15.30. And we have Chrome long and we have Geo. Look at Geo, penny by penny, starting to work rather nicely. This was a short at 97 with a stop of 0.2 in nickel. This has come in 9 cents already. So in another penny, this was a 2-to-1 winner. We're going to try to go 15 cents and sell 3/4 of the position. So 15 cents when we had a nickel risk, and we'll take 3/4. We'll actually put a stop order in place on our entry right now at 97. So let's go to GEO, and this is what we do in the room. We update GEO. We'll use stop at entry, which is 8.97. So that's a free trade right now. You understand, guys? We took this trade very simple. A nickel risk from 97 to 0.2. That was a nickel. And we now have a 3-to-1. So we're going to close 3/4 Geo at 8.80. So 3/4 is going to go at 8.80. It's a 17-cent winner with a nickel risk, 8.80. Chrome didn't trigger yet. We're waiting on Chrome. Back to Geo. We're looking for that 8.80. That will give us 17 cents on a nickel risk. And we'll leave the last quarter and try to get 30, 40, 50 cents out of it. Whatever we can, we can. Our stop is in place. We have a stop at 8.97. So this is absolutely 100% a free trade. And this is the value of the room. Here comes 8.80, guys. Okay, this is the value of the room. You could take 881 or 2. It's okay. It's still 15 cents instead of 17. Okay, you don't have to be stubborn. I mean, every penny counts, but a winner is a winner. Nonetheless, the market's turned at the exact right time that we actually took a short, but this became climactic. So this is an excellent trade. Even if it didn't work, because this was only a nickel risk. So if you are a new trader, or if you are somebody that wants to make a living trading, you need to seriously think about different ways of trading. This is a phenomenal way. 3/4 of the trade is out at 880. It's a 17-cent winner on a nickel risk. Okay, that is 3.5 times your risk. That is phenomenal. We will move a stop on the last quarter to 889. So we're going to post this in the room Geo. Out 3/4 of the trade. At 880. Move stop to 889.
Earlier, Tyler Technologies announced an offer for EGOV, EGOV. Benchmark says the company's paying a fair and reasonable price for the company. And again, that's Benchmark commenting on Tyler, TYL.
And that's a winner, guys. So that's going to be a live trade. It's at 878. And actually 874. This is bouncing around now. It's getting a little volatile. So what we're going to do with this particular stock is we're going to change it to Geo. Use a trailing stop of 10 cents. So it's 874. So right now we entered it. So at 884 we're out. At 884. And every time it trickles down a penny, we add the dime on. So 884. So now it's 883 stop. Because it's 882 stop now. It's a dime from here. So if it stops out, it's an automatic winner. So again, guys, this was a great trade. Just teaching you what we do in the room. We do all types of trades, breakouts, we do gaps, we do gap up, gap downs, breakouts, we do 1, 2, 3 continuation, tree bar plays. There's just a lot of trades. We do climactic like this one. It got real climactic here, big volume, got extended, and we caught this on a 15-minute scan as climactic. We caught this bar, and this was the entry at 97. We went from a 15, and then we go to a 5. We're looking at a 5, we're looking at a 2, and this is where we get our entry up here, and we put this trade in place, and this has been phenomenal. So it's got a 10 cents trail, so it hit 69, now it's a stop is in place at 79 automatically. Okay, so that's...
We downgraded our core mark, and the shares of Canopy Growth, CGC. Core mark downgrading CGC to reduce from
CGC. Okay, it's pulling in a little bit CGC. Okay, so this is an excellent stop. It's in place. I mean, you could take profits here in the last quarter too. This is a 26-cent winner right now. If you close this trade out right now, the last quarter, you got 26 cents on a nickel stop. That is a 5-to-1 multiple. Even if you decided to use a $50 risk, you make $250. For those who wanted to risk $100, they bought 2,000 shares. 3/4 of it was taken out at 880, and you're running with the last quarter. Guys, these trades can be posted. You can find them. They're posted in the room at Trade the Moment. Go to tradethemoment.com, and you can go to my website, and you can launch it from there. You can launch your Discord app. We have a YouTube channel that we have videos on, swing trades and day trades and whatnot. And we are also coming out with a live channel in a live trading room that's being built. So again, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll send you plenty of more videos like this. Guys, thank you and good luck.